Hey guys, welcome to my kitchen. So today I'm going to be jumping on the trend that everybody's jumping on, and we're going to be doing the Dalgona coffee challenge. I am seeing this beverage all over Instagram. This is like the official quarantine beverage. Everybody's making it and everybody's snapping pics, so I figured I want to try this too. Now really what I think the challenge is whipping this up by hand, and you know I can take a challenge. I'm ready. I got my whisk. I'm gonna do this by hand. I'm gonna work out my arm, just one, and we're gonna see how it goes. Hopefully it works out and I get beautiful, foamy, sugary coffee goodness. And you know, along the way, I'm just gonna update you with how I'm doing, how I'm feeling, and how I'm dealing. So give the video a big thumbs up and let's get started. Okay, so to start off, we have to use a 1:1:1 ratio, equal parts of instant coffee, granulated sugar, and hot water. And here I actually have instant espresso powder that I'm going to be using, and this was actually very quarantine friendly because I already have all of these ingredients in my pantry. Okay, so I'm putting in 2 tablespoons of the espresso powder. Okay, and then the sugar. Okay, got that in there, and then water. And it's gotta be hot water. Okay, 1 and 2. And we have to whisk to combine everything together. And kind of melt the granulated coffee. Okay, it is combined, and now we start to whisk, and I'm gonna get so tired. All right. Here we go. And oh my gosh, the coffee smells really good. I also happen to be making this at about 8 o'clock at night. So this is gonna be a little bit more like a dessert for me. And I'm just tilting the bowl to help whisk more air into it. Hopefully this isn't too loud. All right, so how are you guys doing? What are we in, week 3, week 4 of our stay at home and quarantine, whatever you want to call it, house arrest, I think is what some of us want to call it. I cannot lie to you guys. Like, I always try to be, ooh, it's already getting kind of foamy. I definitely try to be super positive and look at the bright side and always encourage positivity, right? And just good thinking. And I definitely believe in the power of that. But I have to tell you guys, I'm really struggling. This past week has been really, really hard. I just feel very, very helpless watching everything that is unfolding. And I'm not just talking about what's happening with the virus or all the deaths that have occurred in the last week, and just how many people are getting sick and how many people are being hospitalized, and you know, the fact that supplies are dwindling, the fact that, you know, in my country, in the United States, we were told not to wear masks. Now we're being told to wear masks. Nobody can find masks. I live in Wisconsin, and I don't know if you guys, you know, pay attention to any of that news, but we were trying to postpone our primary election, and there's so much political infighting that they were not able to postpone it, and there was so many roadblocks to getting your vote in and getting your vote counted. I had to go in person. I did not want to go in person to vote, and I had to go in person to vote. You know, I'm not going to take the chance. I'm not going to let the right to vote be taken away from me when I've given up so many other freedoms. Happily, by the way, staying at home, not going out, you know, all of that, the 6 feet distance, I'm happy to give those things up, but I'm not going to give up other things too, you know. It's beyond just feeling anxious and fearful about, you know, the virus and the health of my family and my friends. It's beyond that. It's a feeling of helplessness, of despair, even a little bit. I'm just being brutally honest with you. I don't necessarily want to put out the message that you should be afraid or that you should be consumed with helplessness or anger. I mean, there was a couple of nights I spent awake really late at night because I was so angry with everything that was happening and the way that things are being handled and how many people's lives are in jeopardy because of it. I don't want to put that message out. Like, quite honestly, I was like, I'm going to make this video and I'm going to update you on my thoughts. And I was like, but my thoughts are so dark right now. And I didn't necessarily want to put that message out there, but I also realized that if I'm feeling this way, I can't be the only one feeling this way. I can't be the only one feeling helpless about the situation. Do you see how this is foaming up? I'm just like talking, and this coffee is already coming together. I can't be the only one feeling like this. I mean, I think at the beginning of this whole stay-at-home quarantine, we're gonna flatten the curve, right? I think at the beginning of this, it was definitely a shock to the system, but I think we felt motivated, we felt energized, we felt like we can do this, we're gonna do the right thing. And I definitely still feel that way. I still feel that we're doing the right thing, and I'm definitely dedicated to doing this. But some of that energy has been lost, and it's definitely taken a turn. Going to the grocery store for the first time wearing a mask. I've never worn a mask in my life. We just don't wear them here. It's not part of our culture. This is not done. Is it done? No. I think I can go further. I think it has to be really like stiff and not runny. So we're gonna keep going. I've never worn a mask to anywhere before. I've never worn a mask like that. And to go to the grocery store, to wear a mask, to see other people wearing a mask, to see other people not wearing masks, like, it's surreal. It's bizarre, and it really, I don't know, it really affected me. It affected my emotions. I feel like I'm grappling with more than I can even like vocalize right now. There's a certain loss that we're all feeling right now collectively, a loss of freedoms for sure. We've given up a lot to do this, but I think there's also just a feeling hanging in the air of the fact that like nothing is ever gonna be the same again. And maybe that's a good thing, but right now it just feels really heavy. It feels really big, and it feels really uncontrollable, out of our control. I think maybe that is the best way to describe how I've been feeling lately. Is just everything is out of my control. And not that maybe I am a control freak, maybe a little bit. I was gonna say not that I'm a control freak, but I think people who know me might differ. Look at this foam. Look at this foam. We're getting there. And my hand's not even that tired. I must be really strong. You want to be able to do something. I think that's part of it too. We want to be able to help people. We want to be able to somehow figure out how to find masks for our healthcare workers, and how to, I don't know, just how to help any way we can. But we're physically stuck. I think a lot of us are emotionally stuck. We're mentally stuck, and it's out of our control, and we just have to let it play out. And that is not a comfortable feeling to be sitting with right now, that we can't control this, that we have no control, and we just have to ride it out. You know, I know a lot of people were really energized about the first couple weeks of quarantine, and now they're like, when can we go back to work? When can we go outside? When can we go to the store? And the sad fact of it is we just don't know. Ooh, we're getting there. The other thing I realized is that I'm not allowing myself the space and the time to process things. I realized the way I was dealing with the situation at the beginning was to jump into action, make more videos, right? Like, make more inspirational content, reach out to you guys, see how you're doing, and talk about the situation, and motivate people to take this opportunity to, you know, focus in on themselves and find the positive in everything, and just help people get through. And I realized that I was jumping into action, into service so much that I didn't actually take care of myself at all. And I realized that that hit me really hard this week as well, is that I haven't been doing that self-care. And I don't mean skincare, I don't mean routines, I mean like just actual like mental self-care. I haven't been doing that, and I think I hurt myself a little bit, and it really caught up with me. Look at this foam. Can you overweight this? I've been taking a step back from a lot of social media. I've been taking a step back from just being really present, because on Instagram and things like that, because I kind of need to be alone a little bit. Even though like I am alone, I'm not. I'm comforting myself and pacifying myself with Netflix and YouTube and Instagram and talking to friends and texting and this and that. And it's like, no, I almost kind of need to sit with this a little bit. It's almost like I need to embrace the silence and just let it wash over me a little bit and just stop ignoring it and just deal with it. I don't even know exactly what I'm saying right now, but I hope that it makes sense. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, first of all, can we just stop the heavy talk for a second and just, how did what we just put in this bowl, like 5 minutes ago, how did it turn into this? It's just pure air. It looks like whipped caramel. Anyways, it's been a rough week. This may not be exactly the person that you're used to seeing show up, and it doesn't feel, it feels really different for me, but this is how I'm feeling, and I can't hide it. And I kind of wanted to, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wanted to show up here and be like, you know, let's be positive, we can get through this, we're doing it, and we are, and we will get through this, we are doing this, we are gonna make a difference. But right now, it's really hard. It's really hard, and I'm not gonna hide that. Also, by the way, if you're feeling like this too, if anything that I just said like really resonates with you in any way, shape, or form, it's not wrong. I know it feels kind of wrong, it feels kind of bad. I think a lot of people are taking this opportunity to show how productive they're being. They're showing how productive they're being, they're showing how many at-home workouts they're doing, how much healthy food they're eating, all the new recipes they're trying. And if you're not feeling that way, it's okay. I think we're there. I think we're there, because I think the recipe said if it doesn't move, and it's not moving. Do you see that? Look at that. Hello. But what I wanted to say before we put this coffee together is it's okay if you feel that way too. It really is okay. If you did not get dressed today, it's okay. If you have not put on makeup, if you have not, who cares about makeup? If you did not wash your hair, that was me the other day. I did not wash my hair, and I did not feel guilty about it, because you know what? I didn't feel like it. And that is okay. If you're not like doing crazy at-home workouts, if you're eating, how many Girl Scout cookies have I eaten already? Like, I'm not gonna feel that bad about it, because we're all going through it, and we're all gonna deal with it differently. And some days you are gonna feel productive. Other days, for no apparent and unexplainable reason, you're gonna be freaking depressed. And I'm just here to tell you that, like, it's happening to me too, and I think it's super normal. And don't beat yourself up about it. Like, you just gotta take it one day at a time and just do the best that you can do in that day. Okay, let's put this coffee together. Okay, so the recipe says that you fill your cup up with milk and ice cubes. I don't want to put ice cubes in milk. It sounds gross to me. I don't know. I know it's not, but it sounds gross to me. So I'm just going to use almond milk, but it's not going to have ice cubes in it. And I pulled out the fancy glasses for you guys, because I told you this is going to be a dessert Dalgona coffee, because it's 8:30 at night. And yes, I'm going to consume caffeine just for this video. I also have not eaten dinner yet. What did I just tell you? Everything is okay. Whatever you want to do is fine. I can't open this brand new almond milk. I clearly don't drink milk that often. The milk just spilled everywhere. Oh, that's too much. Hopefully, no, none of that was caught on camera, so that's kind of pointless. Ooh, it's beautiful. Do you see that? So pretty. All right, and we're just gonna spoon all of this on top. Maybe I didn't make two, maybe I only made one. These cups are kind of big. JK, I'm only making one. I thought that was gonna be foam for two, but it's more like just a lot of foam for one. Woo! I use espresso powder, so it's strong. It's delicious though. It's very foamy. It's lighter. It looks heavy. When you get it on your tongue, it's really light. It's like sweet cappuccino foam. It's good. Wow, this is just gonna be a giant dessert for moi. I kind of feel like this video is like half downer, but also kind of half fun, because we're cooking together. I've always wanted to have a cooking show. I don't know. I want it to be like, I wanted to be like a chef. Like when I was like a teenager, I was like, I'm gonna be a chef. And I would pretend I had my own cooking show. Okay. If I had had not a martini glass, and if I had put this like in more of like a regular cup, I think like a highball glass, I think that this would have made 2. But because I have such a wide mouth glass, it's making one giant one. But the fun is not done yet, guys, because I made Dalgona. Are you guys who speak Korean like laughing at me right now? I'm trying really hard. So I made Dalgona, and it's really easy to make, actually. I did burn it a little bit. It's sugar melted in a saucepan, and then you add baking soda to it, and then it kind of foams up, and then you lay it out really quick, and once it like cools down, it hardens. And my disc is not that great. It doesn't look that great. It's not that pretty. It's kind of ugly, actually, but it tastes delicious. I already even slightly burnt. Slightly burnt. It tastes good. It just brings a dark, rich, bitter flavor, right? So I'm gonna actually break it. Do you see? It's just shards, and it's really sticky. And I'm going to watch The Godfather. I've been watching part 1 and 2, and now I'm gonna watch part 3 while I enjoy a dessert before I eat dinner. Hashtag it's okay. Quarantine your own style. And I'm gonna watch Godfather Part 3 tonight, and I have to tell you, that is not a good movie. It's okay, it's just not as good as the other ones. And I usually skip it when I do Godfather marathons. Part 2 is the best one. I meant 2, but I put up 4 fingers. 2 is the best one, in my opinion. But I am gonna complete the trilogy. I'm gonna do it because I'm dedicated. And here it is. Look at this. Look at how fancy. This, I feel like I just ordered this at a really nice restaurant. Like, this is the dessert, you know what I mean? I think the choice of glass definitely helps. Like, I'm gonna take 1 million pictures of this before I dig in, because, you know, we gotta save it for the gram, right? We gotta preserve it, but it's absolutely beautiful. I feel very accomplished, and challenge accepted. You know what? Actually, it wasn't too hard at all. My wrist doesn't even hurt that much. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I mean, it was up, it was down, it was emotional. It was hopefully a little bit entertaining and funny at the same time. I mean, I can't hide how I feel. This is how I'm feeling. This situation is incredibly insane. Nothing like this has ever happened to us before, and we're all gonna deal with it in our own ways. And so I'm really curious to know how you guys are doing right now. Are you feeling optimistic? Are you feeling defeated? Are you feeling helpless? Are you feeling kind of like how I was feeling? Or maybe something else? Let me know in the comment box below how you're doing, because the thing is, like, we're all gonna deal with this in our own different ways, but we are all dealing with the same thing all at the same time. And so there's a pretty good chance that the way you're feeling is the way someone else is feeling too. Like, we're all connected by this experience. And honestly, like, I wish this wasn't the reason why we were all connected, but I do feel better knowing that we are connected, if that makes sense. So let me know how you're doing, and I am wishing you nothing but healthy thoughts. And I hope that you guys are all safe, and I wish that for your family and friends too. I hope you guys are okay. So I'll see you guys in the next video, and I love you so much. Bye.